Is it?
Yeah. Don't mind.
I'm Jennifer Major. This is my audience. Obamacare has been touted to be the answer to our nation's healthcare problems. But fining individuals and companies for not purchasing health care and defining full-time employees as 30 hours per week is actually taking money out of many low to middle income workers' pockets. The purpose of Obamacare was supposed to be to help those in need. It has ended up being just one more thing low to middle incomers have to work into their budget and could cost Americans more than we were paying to begin with. On the website Intellectual Takeout, President Obama is quoted as saying, "We must reform healthcare in order for individuals and businesses to pay less, and in order for our deficit to be reduced by the now huge debt for supplying those who aren't covered by health insurance." I understand the idea behind universal health coverage and even voted for Obama due to this belief. What I'm questioning now is whether or not our nation is becoming a more socialized nation, which scares me, due to the fact that we're going to have to be fined if we don't partake in something that now law is making us partake in, even if we don't want to partake in that. Obama Section 26 U.S.C. 4980H defines the term full-time employee as any, under Obamacare, defines the term as any employee who's employed on average of 30 hours of service per week. Now, just to understand where I'm coming from, due to this particular section of the new health care reform law, my company, which is a large healthcare company, has decided that rather than get fined for not insuring those that work an average of 30 hours or more a week, they are going to avoid the fine that would be, that they would have to pay by cutting employees, full-time employees' hours back to part-time and hiring on new employees that they don't have to pay as much. Or we can revert back to a minimum pay and go ahead and take the insurance that they would offer. I think the law, that particular section, that 4980 section of Obamacare, was trying to make it to where businesses couldn't avoid paying more than part-time employees that were working 30 hours at least or more, by not giving them health insurance or by not offering them health insurance. But what it's done is it's given businesses a loophole to get out of the fines by cutting the hours, avoiding the fine, and paying other part-time employees a minimum amount because they'll start at the minimum wage that they would start out for new employees. So it's actually a loophole that's not helping employees. It's taking money out of their pockets. It's either cutting their pay or cutting their hours, one or the other. Either way, that would be cutting their hours. Therefore, many others who strive and struggle through school and now have huge student loan debts to pay have their pay cut and possibly a higher payment for health care insurance that they must take, or individuals will be fined as well. BrainyQuotes.com quotes Michelle Obama as saying, "The truth is, in order to get universal health care, someone's going to have to give up a piece of their pie so that someone else can have more." I think that she may have had it more right than her husband. Middle income and large businesses will now be paying more out of pocket. Businesses may pay more or not, depending on who they hire and who they don't. They could get out like that loophole that I was explaining. And the government will benefit, because if the employees decide, hey, I don't want to take that insurance, they'll be paying the government for that, for the fine. If the employers decide, hey, we don't want to cut our hours of our employees and we don't want to cover them either, they'll be paying fines to the government. So they'll be generating income for the government. So it could help our deficit. Obamacare was supposed to be the answer to health insurance for those who could not afford it. Instead, it will fine those who do not opt for insurance, fine employers who do not cover 30-hour and up employees, and cause more debt and less income for many.